Hey, Colin here. Today's the 17th day of May 2012, and this is an abandoned SL that I did last night after Jacob got his max cape. So, as you can tell, he got 99 Dungeoneering, got his max cape. If you haven't checked out that video, go take a look because it's pretty cool. I love what he's done with his cape with the red and white. It looks pretty sexy. But this is an abandoned SL that we did because even though now he's maxed, he needs 120 for comp cape, and he figures, well, if I'm going to be doing this series, I have motivation to dunge, and since we're Skyping and dunging pretty well together, the thing with teams is you need to build up your chemistry with them so that it kind of just works. As gay as that sounds, you just kind of got to do it. But like the floors are getting better, and they're just continually improving on ourselves, like becoming better dungeoneers. And this is an example of one of the floors. In this floor, it's myself, Jacob, Yannick, who's Woozy 7, 113 dunge with a hex and primal two hand. I think he might be 114 now. I know he was really close last night. And Slash, who doesn't have Skype, which Slash, if you end up watching this video, go get Skype, you faggot. But yeah, he needs to get Skype because when you have 4 people on Skype, it's so easy. This floor would have been quicker if he was on Skype, because when we're on Skype, we kind of tend to forget to type stuff. So I'd be like GTGD, and they'd be like, okay, and they tell her. I'll be like GT max cape because both Yannick and Jacob both have max capes now. So any skill door they can do. And this makes it more difficult to key because I run into a lot of doors where I'm like 99 mining. Crap, I can't do that. Of course, we get our first pot door. I've been having a lot of really bad floors lately, and I think I just need to start, I don't know if it's like defining my team, like cutting back my list for better people, or I don't know, because I'm in a weird position now. I'm dunging with, well, for starters, I did a World 77 floor earlier today, and that was 31 minutes, so I had to refund, and I was not too happy about that. That's the second time in like 3 days I've had to refund. Because I just don't key over 30 floors. It irritates me when that happens. The reason this happened was because I was on World 77 and I was with 3 randoms. I didn't have anyone with me. It was just myself and the leech. And one singular person in that floor missed 2 keys. 2 keys. As soon as the second one was missed, the first key was missed. So I started looking around for it, and then I remember very specifically that the person who missed the key had 99 agility, and there was 99 agility doors. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let her go do the her or him. I don't know. The character was a female. I'm gonna let her go do the 99 dungeoneering door, or 99 agility door. So she did, and then as soon as I ran that path, I found a key like instantly, just sitting there in the room. So she obviously ran right past it, and then I'm sitting there at this blue shield door, and it's the last door. The boss is behind this door. Every other door is open, and we have no keys. So I run south, and I'm like, $5 says I can find this in 30 seconds. I run the path she was on, and of course, it's right at the dead end. So it just goes to show you that some people still, like, after the keying update, you'd think you'd realize if you see a key, you pick it up. Maybe some people don't realize. I don't know. But she was very upset with me after that floor because I got pretty verbal with her. And not many people have called me out on being like a mean person or whatever, but I kind of raged, and I did my little rage move where instead of this is what I do. I don't know. Some people get really mad at this, but if you're on my friends list and I PM you to come, I'm not gonna do this because like I value your XP. You're gaining XP, and I'm gaining money. That's just the way it works. Like that's the trade-off. But in this floor, I was so upset with it. I just took the GGS into the boss room, told them to GT, and then they all GT'd and they died instantly because it was a Shadow Forger, and then they raged and 2 of them quit. And I didn't care. I was like, whatever. You know what? At this point, if you miss 2 keys, you don't really deserve it. And if you're watching the video, I don't know how many people actually do, but here's a 4-man lever. It took 3 shots to do because we were I think we world swapped to a Belgian world because I live in Canada and then Yannick's from Belgium. So in terms of having good ping, it's different, and he was still having bad ping that night. So we just couldn't get the 4-man to work, and the leech was really AFK, so there was no way we could do it 5-man. So we just had to wait and try. It took 3 shots to do. Normally I can get that in 1 shot, but I was having no luck last night. It ended up taking me 2 or 3 goes. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of leeching, still getting a lot of PMs. I think it's it seems to be the abandoned floors that's really the most popular. I guess 1 mil abandoned floor is just like the big deal now. I don't know. There's when I'm on World 77, I see tons and tons of people advertising that they're selling floors for 1 mil. So even yesterday, Jacob told me that he saw someone selling abandons for 600K a floor. Like 600K a floor. That's not even worth your time. I don't know if people just don't have any other way of making money, but for example, I only made 2 mil in the last hour and a half just because the floors were 30 minutes each, and I had to refund one of the floors. So I made more money from flipping arcanes and Virtus masks and Virtus legs while I was doing the dunge than I did from actually suiciding the dunge. And I was only getting like 8k XP because right now I'm not done my prestige. Like I still have like 5 or 6 warp floors to do, so I need to get those done tonight before I do more suiciding because I'm getting a little sick of the no prestige bonus from it. If anyone's looking into suicide keying, one thing to factor in is it's not like you get 0 XP. You do get some XP. I get about 30 to 40k XP a floor, even if I die 15 times. You still get it, like it does add up. If you can do 3 floors an hour, then you can still get about like 80k XP an hour, 90k XP an hour. Just one thing to consider. We get 2 monoliths, 2 pot doors, and it still ends up being a pretty good time, which is good. And it's going to get a lot better when Jacob gets his 3rd bind. And Slash gets Skype. If we can improve those 2 things, it'll be good. And right now, I'm just absolutely spamming through range. The XP is fantastic. I did one good night at range or at chins last night, and I have a clip at the end to show you guys. That's just it's gonna make your day a little bit better. It made my day a hell of a lot worse, but hopefully you'll like it. But yeah, I've just been spamming through a bunch of chins, and it's working pretty well. Like I'm just gonna get 99 really quick, and then go get a hex bow. I see Woozy using a hex bow right now, and I'm just mad jealous. I need to get one of those. And I'm not looking forward to getting the Sag arrows because like it takes forever to find a trio boss or to find a Sag boss on C1s. When I do get a hex bow, I think I'm going to get rid of the blood necklace because if you check out Woozy's setup there, he's using a primal plate body, hex hunter bow, and primal 2-hand, and that's kind of like what I want to wear exactly. That's like my ideal bind. So yeah, hopefully I can get that pretty soon. I'm like 700k off 105 Dungeoneering, so I guess I'm almost officially allowed to be in World 67. That's good. Wow, it was actually 3 pot doors. There was 2 separate fire making doors, and then there was the 103 strength. And I think we do the fire making door, if I remember correctly. I think someone had a lycopus and they just dropped it. One other topic I wanted to talk about was Yannick was telling me about critical paths last night, so I was testing it out today. Critical paths are paths that'll take you to the, maybe it's not to the boss, but they're important paths, like they're not just bonus rooms. And apparently the way you can tell is if you get like 480k XP from a door, that means that that door's a critical path. As you can see, it's a 17-minute floor, 40 seconds, and it was a 10%, which is like, it's okay, but the time was pretty good for 3 pot doors that we had to check and then leave and then check. And here's a clip of me chinning, but about critical paths, before I get off topic, because I have to run through the chinning spot before I get off topic. The critical paths, if you find a skilling door and you get like 80 XP from opening the door, it's not a critical path and it's just a bonus room. But if you get like 400k XP from a door, then it's probably a critical path. I was testing it out today and I really still don't understand the difference because some of the critical paths were like, they'd still lead to like a dead end without a key, and I didn't really understand why that makes it critical. Well, let's talk about this video real quick. So I was getting a little cocky, and if you see my inventory, I have 18,000 chins, which is like 12 mil worth of chins. A full inventory, I'm all ready to go. And let's just not talk and watch. Yeah, who saw that coming? 18,000 chins. First thing is, why did I have 18,000 chins? Just look at my mouse. That's the best thing. Just watch my mouse. What do I do? I just look at it and say, oh man, I didn't just do that. And I figured if I took the chins, I'd only get 1, which I'm pretty sure is true, and they don't appear on the ground when you come back. So I just lost like 12 mil in 5 seconds because I didn't pray melee before I wielded my chins. And The one thing I was really happy about though was you don't lose your void. I was really sure that I was gonna void, and that made me even more upset because that took like 20 hours to get. If anyone's done on like hardcore pest control, it takes a long time to get that stuff back. So I made sure to take my void back. I just left my Glavins on the ground and like my Gree, whatever. I don't care. I was so rattled about the 18,000 chins I had to just leave on the ground. But if you look at my friend's chat, or in my chat bar, I just finished buying 2 Virtus masks. So, or finished selling? Buying? Selling? Buying. It says buying. I just finished buying two Virtus masks. So, like, I'm making the money. It's not a big deal. I'm suiciding floors. Like, it's not the end of the world. But 12 mil setback for anyone is just not fun. This next clip it's just the end. Like, it's just after I repotted and grabbed all my stuff and came back down. And I had a couple profanities. But this is what it looks like to find Glavins on the ground. It's not from Glaciers, but if it was, that'd be pretty cool. It's probably the only time I'm ever going to see Glavins on the ground. I don't know about you guys, but I've probably only died 4 or 5 times. Like, I don't PK, but like in terms of PVM, I probably only died maybe 4 times in my entire like history of playing this game. One time I was at Water Fiends and I had auto retaliate on, and I was doing the Water Fiends in like right by Cyrodiil, the Slayer Master, and one of the brutal green dragons attacked me with fire, and it just 2-hit me and I was done. It's like, oh jeez, that sucked. I think one time at Mythical Dragons I got dropped too. But I've yet to die at Frost Dragons. No, I died one time at Frost Dragons, that's what it was. Yeah, the other time I was at Frost Dragons. Like the first or second time I went there, but I didn't have Void on, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I'm probably going to cut the video out now. As you can see, I got all my stuff back, and no real harm was done, just 12 mil loss. But I suicided like 10 mil that day, so it's really not a huge loss. I went to the Grand Exchange, bought another 20,000 chins, and I'm just going to work through that. So as for always, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one.